We are live.
I'm ready! I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Hey, you didn't lie to me this time. So this time we were live when I hit the button. I like it.
I know, and I still wasn't ready though.
That's all right. It's all right.
I wasn't ready. I got
It's
my
all good.
coffee though. I got my coffee though. I'll be ready here in a couple minutes.
I like it. Is that a BMW mug?
Yes, this is a BMW mug. It cost me
Nice.
$6,000.
It doesn't. If it's a BMW mug, that does not surprise me at all. Why in the world did you pay $6,000 for a mug?
$6,000 for this coffee mug. I'm gonna die with it. No.
I would. I would, but I think better be buried with me if I paid that much for it. Now, please tell me that's just your way of like, there's a story behind this. Like I bought a car or I did some work on the car and they gave me a mug. You didn't literally just pay $6,000 for a coffee mug.
Yeah, so I've been with BMW forever, like years, over 10 years, 12, 15 years. I'm BMW, like I'm looking for a Toyota Tacoma right now, but that's just for right now. But for Christmas, I'm gonna get myself another BMW X6 because I just love them. Like I'm always gonna have one. Okay. But so with this particular mug, I got like $6,000 worth of repairs on my last car. That's now totaled. Okay. So right. And I got those repairs done last year. So, had I known it was gonna be totaled, I probably would have just traded the car in instead of paying $6,000. And because I paid $6,000 in repairs, they gave me this mug.
They're like, hey, here's a free mug.
Alrighty then.
Right. Free ain't free. So as long as I've been with y'all ain't never gave me no mug.
No.
That's how I came out of my pocket $6,000. But the thing is, that was my fault. Because I don't believe in having, first of all, this last car is the longest I ever kept a car. I really like the X6. That's why I'm going to get another one. But usually I only have a BMW until it's out of warranty. So when it's out of warranty, you get rid of it. You switch them out. Right. You switch them out. And so any repairs I ever done has been at BMW and it's been covered under warranty. And this was the first time I had to pay. So I had to pay and I got this $6,000 mug. So, yeah.
Gotcha. See, okay. Well, I don't feel as bad now. I don't feel as bad because my brand new Kia Forte that I just told you about on Monday, I had something happen to it. So brand new car has 8,000 miles on it. That's it. Right. When I bought it, it had less than 2,000 miles on it.
Right.
But it's got less than 8,000 miles on it now, or right around 8,000 miles. And all of a sudden I'm driving down the freeway or I go to start it up and it's sitting there idling, like it's idling really rough. Like it's really weird. And I go to drive down the freeway and I'm having some difficulty driving it. And like, it doesn't go past 40. It just stops at 40. So being the guy I am as a handy technical guy, right. And growing up in a car garage and working on cars all my life, like, let's take a look and see what's going on. I popped the hood and some little stinking animal had got up into my engine area and built a nest, and my entire engine block was covered in tree branches and leaves and crap. And then it chewed through some of the wiring. I was so mad. I was so mad. Some little stinking ground squirrel we got out here. They like to get up.
Oh my God.
They like to get up in the engine block and make a little nest. And then there was, start chewing through the wiring. So the wiring it chewed through was the fuel injection wiring. So though my car was still running, it wasn't regulating the amount of fuel into the engine. And so I had to take that to the shop to get it. And now it's sitting in the shop because, of course, I have to buy the parts South Korea, where Kia is from, because they don't have any here locally. So
Right.
it's 10 to 15 days before I get the parts in hand. And then I got paid for labor and all that good stuff. And yeah, it's like, just to replace this little module that goes in there, it's like $200 just for the little module. So
Wow.
I'm
That's
not, obviously it's a lot less than $6,000, and I'm not going to get a free mug from Kia,
I
obviously,
think Kia may give you a free mug.
but you know,
Man, I'm gonna tell you, them Kia Tellurides, they're kind of popular right now. Even my uncle, he has one. He a BMW guy too. Like my whole family is like BMW. Yeah, and
BMW.
I think I started it, but he do have a Kia Telluride, and I've been seeing like a lot of people with those cars are very, very spacious.
They are.
Yes,
Are.
they are very spacious.
Kia has come a long way.
Yes,
Since when they first came on the market. So
they definitely have.
yeah.
Yeah. Especially if Floyd Sims around here driving one. Okay.
There you go.
All right. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, you may not get a mug, but you know.
No, I'm hoping for a hat. I want a hat. I think they can spare a hat.
Or a keychain. Now BMW usually they'll give me a keychain, you know.
Yeah.
They'll give me a keychain, you know. I either got upgraded to the mug this time. I only had to spend $6,000. That's it.
See, if I'm going to go German engineering, though, I'm either going to go one of two ways when it comes to German engineering. Just the way that I am. One is either going to be, I got to go Mercedes. Sorry for the BMW crowd out there. I got to go Mercedes. Lewis Hamilton, F1 racing. I'm a Mercedes guy. I just like it. Or I'm going to completely flip the script. And I'm going to go with I think it comes out in 2024, the 2024 Volkswagen electric bus. They're bringing back the bus. And yes. And I'm going to grow out. I'm going to grow out my hair. I have nothing on top, but on the sides, you know, the crown of the sides and the back, I'm going to grow it out into a ponytail. I'm going to have it down the back and down my back in a ponytail. And I'm going to get my bracelets, my wrist, and my arm covered in my bracelets and my beads and my crystals and everything hanging down. And I'm going to become the hippiest of hippies. Go back in the day and you remember the show Dharma and Greg. I'm going full Dharma's dad on the hippie mobile with the Volkswagen bus. Yes, I call it now. Ladies and gentlemen, I am that man.
2024. I am
2024.
You better drive it right here. I want the hair grown out and everything. It's driving right out here to the A. If I'm allowed to buy the bus, I will do it. I promise you, I will do it. I want a bus so bad. That's my dream. I tease my wife all the time. My dream car is a 1974 Volkswagen bus. And I promise her, if you ever let me get one, I will go full hippie on you. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. You should have left the full hippie out. You probably had a chance. Okay. You probably had a chance. But when you get to the full hippie and growing out the hair and all that, she like, nah.
No. My wife loves to go camping and be the outdoorsy type of whatever. She actually is kind of a bit of a hippie in that regard. She does like doing that. It's me that's the one that's like, no, my idea of roughing it is a Motel 6. I'm sorry, that's roughing it. I don't do camping. I don't do no. So for me to say that, she's like, go ahead and get your bus. You do that. I want to see this happen. She's calling my bluff on it.
Oh Lord. See, I'll do camping. I remember when I went camping a couple years ago, my friends, they were like, you went camping? Like, they couldn't believe I went. Yeah, I went camping. What you talking about? You know, we had it decked out though. We had them tents hooked up. Like it felt like we was home.
Oh, nice. So you went camping. So typically, like if I go camping now, if my family's like, let's go camping, let's do this. I'm like, okay, fine. We'll go camping to some camping spot. That's great. But I'm going to rent a full on like 100-foot RV. Like it's going to have the TV, the satellite. I want my own private shower, my own private bathroom. Like that's how we camp. I'm sorry. That's how we camp.
Oh,
But I even got, this is how excited I am about that Volkswagen bus. I even got the shirt. Like I got the electrician shirt on. So Terry, the electrician, I got this like kind of for you as well.
Let's see the shirt.
So I got my AC DC shirt on, Nicholas Tesla and Thomas Edison. So for those of you that get the joke, you get the joke. There we go.
All right. Yeah.
Hey, Chihuahua.
What you got today, Tim? Y'all excuse my sign in the back. You know, when my house flooded, they pushed everything over to this wall. My desk was in the middle, so now it's not no more, and it's too heavy for me to push it back myself. So, I may have it pushed back by Monday.
There we go. We'll see.
Yeah.
I think what we were going to talk about, you and I kind of talked about, was just kind of prepping and giving some ideas on how to prep for the oncoming storm of cooking, right? We're entering that cooking season. We talked about it a couple of weeks ago. We're starting to get into it, but it's really going to start picking up here for you guys, that onslaught of customer service calls, whether it be cooking products, whether it be the dishwasher, whatever. You're going to start seeing those come around as more and more people are getting ready for that holiday season. They're going to have people over to their house. They're going to have issues with that range. They're going to have issues with that washer, the dryer, because they got family coming into town. They're going to have issues with that dishwasher. It's just, things are going to start happening, and you're going to start seeing that onslaught coming. So what can we do to prepare? Yeah, what can we do to prepare for that? Because, you know, we want to do the best we can to be ready.
Hey, look, go ahead and send y'all technicians now to SSG Appliance Academy. Let's go ahead and get them trained, you know, in these next couple of weeks, so y'all will be ready and staffed, prepared for this upcoming holiday season.
Number one thing.
Number
one thing, get them trained. If you got new technicians, get them trained. Even if you got old technicians and you just want to recap, get them in the classes and get them trained. Yes.
We are, what Terry Electrician say? The bill is, we are the #1 state certified appliance repair academy in Georgia.
There you go. That's it. I like it. I like it.
Yes. And you get a mug, and you get a mug, and you get a mug.
I want an SSG mug.
Oh, make sure you get one.
So what can they do besides obviously go to SSG? What can we do to start getting prepped and ready for this? Well, one, know your service, or two, I should say, because one was go to SSG. Number two, know your service area, right? Know kind of what your area that you service, what those customers buy. Is it a very heavy Whirlpool market? Is it a very heavy GE market? And then start getting ready for those service calls with add on some extra infinite switches or elements, or, you know, fan motors, whatever the case may be, and get that 100 parts, our top 100 parts list for each manufacturer from Reggie. You know, go lean on your rep a little bit, get that parts list, and, you know, go through and pick out what you use the most of. Know your inventory. I mean, we've done shows. You've done shows on inventory control and inventory management. Know your inventory. Know what you're moving. Right. Get your customer service education conversations ready. Right. We're actually triage. Get those customer ed calls and what you're going to say, and those triage things. Get those ready. Get your customer service reps ready for that. And, you know, probably for me, I think the biggest one for me that really went a long way was learning how to have empathy when it comes to those customer phone calls, right? Because to them, their world is on fire right now. Like they got 20 people coming from all over the country into their home this year, and now they got a washing machine that's broke. They have no way to wash the clothes or the range. They can't do the turkey or whatever the case may be. Having that empathy in your voice when you talk to them, even if you have no room, right? Even if you're completely booked out, if they can hear the empathy in your voice as you talk to them, they'll be more open to scheduling later down the line, whatever the case may be. So have that empathy. That's a big one.
Yeah.
What else?
I still struggle with the empathy.
Yeah, you and me both. What else you got, Mona? What can they do?
Let me see. Besides coming to SSG?
Besides coming to SSG? Know the products that are coming out too. So let's say and the reason I kind of put you on the spot there for a second is because know the products that are coming out too, because maybe their machine is not fixable, right? Maybe their range isn't fixable. That's hard to believe that range is non-fixable, but there's a possibility it could be. Or the parts like my Kia that no longer available, or their part is they got to wait 30 days to get the parts. They're like, well, I'll just go out and buy a new range.
Yeah.
No, because you're going to get those questions too. Well, especially because we're coming up on that holiday shopping season, right? And they're going to start seeing sales for all these new appliances. And you have to understand which ones are out there, what's going on, and which ones you would recommend, because you're going to get that question. So know the products that are out on the market. Stop by a Lowe's and a Home Depot or whatever and walk through the store and see what's available. Like Hisense right now. Hisense just launched a new electric range a couple weeks ago. It's out on store floors. You can go to Lowe's right now and pick one up. We got a gas range. Hisense has got a gas range coming out in a few weeks. So they're going to be ready for that push of that whole cooking season. In fact, their whole kitchen suite right now is on sale. So you can get a whole kitchen suite, Hisense kitchen suite at Lowe's. Refrigerator, dishwasher, range, microwave.
Look, I'm taking notes too of what to do to get prepared for this season. Because I have a customer now who has a range, and we've been out there to repair, but he has one more part he needs that's no longer available. So like you said, we may need to suggest like a replacement. And also, I had a client ask me, well, they denied the claim for the compressor because they so I want to know if it's technicians out here doing this, because I don't know if any, but they denied the complaint for the compressor, but they told us to submit a quote to replace refrigerator. I'm like, we don't replace refrigerators. Like, we repair them. Like, I'm like, y'all do. They're like, oh, we're gonna have to send it to another vendor. Okay, so do y'all have vendors that's out there replace? They was like, do you got a temporary refrigerator you can put in? No, we're not sitting around with refrigerators.
Actually, that's not a bad idea though, especially this time of year.
Don't think I ain't think about it though.
Yeah, that's actually really realistically this time of year. That's not overall to begin with. That's not a bad idea to have some different things that you could swap out if you need to for a customer, and you charge them rent on the machine, right? You charge them for the machine $25 a day, $50 a day, whatever the case is. That all gets billed back to the insurance or whatever the case may be later on, or to the manufacturer. But and especially this time of year, like think about this. This is brilliant. This is genius. Oh my goodness, because this goes right along with the whole show me the money.
Right.
Stop and think about this for a second, right? How many people this time of year, when they start having a lot of family members and guests and holiday parties, right? And they start running out of room in their refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
Could you not just rent them a refrigerator for a week or two while they do this for, $50, $25 a day, $10 a day, whatever the case may be?
For real. Because, I kind of thought about it like, okay, like I was like, oh, dang, I got some refrigerators at the school, like, shit. But I never even thought about it could be an opportunity for Shamita, because, she has that, she sell appliances, so she can actually sell it or rent it, or, I can, contract with her to replace it. You know, when they had temporary, it didn't even cross my mind.
Yeah, it's just a temporary rental. You're not trying to do like an Aaron's Rent-A-Center type of thing, right? Where they're buying it or whatever, but it's just a temporary short-term rental. Get me through the holidays. My refrigerator is packed with food. I don't have enough space in my freezer for the frozen turkey, whatever the case is, well, here's a fridge. I'll rent it to you for 2 weeks for $100.
Right.
$150.
Yeah, because they was like, you don't have a temporary one you can. I'm like, no, but and I was definitely thinking about it because my brain get to working like, okay, how can I monopolize off of that?
Yeah, I used to do that with microwaves actually, because out here in Arizona, for some reason, like people do not know how to live without their microwave. It's the weirdest thing. So whenever you had a microwave that you had to
get an air fryer,
take it down or whatever, we just go and we drop off literally like a $25 or $50 countertop microwave for a week.
Yeah,
just swap out the microwave while we're fixing it or waiting for parts or whatever. We charge them $75 for it, and we got $75 on a $25 microwave, and they were able to use a microwave until we got the parts.
Wow. Yeah, when my kids was in North Carolina and my daughter was in college, I lived in this little mid-rise 1-bedroom condo in Dunwoody. The whole time I lived without a microwave. Didn't miss it. Without a microwave.
I rarely use my microwave anymore. Ever since I got an induction range, I rarely use my microwave for anything.
Yeah, and I was vegetarian at the time, so it ain't too much I'm gonna put in the microwave at that point. Yeah.
Vegetarian?
Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Fair enough.
Veggies are my favorite food, really. Believe it or not, that's my favorite. Somebody cook vegetables the right way.
I'll give you that. It's got to be the right way. Yeah. But I can get that, because when I traveled a lot, when I was traveling every single week, a lot of the times I go to the hotel and I eat at the restaurant in the hotel, and I'm like, you know what? I get so tired of eating hamburgers all the time or wings or whatever they had. I'm like, you know what? Just give me that hummus plate with the fresh veggies, and just, I would snack on that a lot. So I get it. I understand.
Yeah. Yes, but it have to be done the right way. Don't mess up these vegetables. Don't cook them too long. Y'all cousins like to cook them veggies way, way too long. Cook all the nutrients out of them.
Oh, very true. Very true. So yeah, think about that, man. Get an extra fridge or two. And what's funny is it doesn't have to be anything like fancy, right? It doesn't have to be a French door bottom mount that weighs 9,000 pounds, right? It can just be a simple top mount fridge,
Right. Yeah. Just something simple.
Something to get those people by until you can either get it repaired, or if you're just running it out for the holidays, it gets them through the holiday season.
Right. Especially with my new pickup truck, I'll be able to deliver it to them.
There you go. Think of how many more you could deliver if you got a U-Haul truck, though.
I know, but I'm not trying to make it an event, Tim.
Fair enough. All right, I'll give you that.
I need it to be easy and effortlessly. And I told you, I can't drive that big U-Haul truck.
You can learn to drive it, though.
No.
It drives like a truck. It drives like a regular truck.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna be turning. I ain't gonna never be able to park it. I'm good.
That's why you park out in the middle of nowhere, and you
exactly.
No one else is
around.
That's
how I'm gonna be parking at Tacoma, out in the middle of nowhere.
Then you get really good and you'll start backing up in the parking spaces.
See, I don't even back up my car in the parking spaces. Like I look. Driving is not my strong suit.
Okay, fair enough. All right. We're just going to leave it at that, ladies and gentlemen.
But I don't cause accidents, though. I mean, God drive my car, because I'm the safest person to ride with. Okay.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Jesus, he had that wheel. He'd be like, let me help this girl. So I am the safest person to ride with. You don't have to worry about me hitting nobody. Just worry about me sitting at the light and somebody hitting me,
See, I'm actually a pretty safe person to drive with too, but that's because I learned the hard way by being in so many accidents and growing up on a racetrack racing. And yeah, I learned that way. Actually, I got a picture of, I'll have to find it for another episode, but I got a picture of me when I was, I want to say like 9 or 10. I was because I grew up in the middle of like a farm area. We had fields and stuff. I was learning how to drive. I knew how to drive when I was like 7. And so I was learning how to drive this big Jeep Wrangler, and I cut the wheel too hard. And there's one tree in the entire yard, one tree, and I hit it. And I ran the Jeep up the tree, and it was sitting like it was about ready to flip over down and roll down the hill. And I was standing next to it, and it's like, of course it's the 80s. So I got like my knee-high socks on with the 2 little colored stripes on it, and the really short basketball short type things that we all grew up with in the 80s type of deal. My ball cap on, and I'm standing with a big old grin on my face. Yeah.
Look, speaking of pictures, I got this picture. Like, this just to show you how mess my desk is right now. But I got this picture when I was in Pittsburgh for my birthday, this past birthday, of me and my sisters.
Oh, look at that
house. And this picture is a freaking antique. Okay, I'm not gonna tell y'all. Like, I'm in the middle.
Oh, we know it. We already know it is, because one, I can tell you, everybody in Pittsburgh has that exact frame. We all had that family photo.
Really?
We all did. We had that family. It's like the Sears portrait picture or whatever it was. You got the big family photo in the center, and then all the individual ones down the side. We all had that frame.
Right. So look, I was freaking 1 year old. I had to be 1 or younger on this picture. So this is an antique. I'm not going to tell y'all how old it is, but just know it's at least 27 years old.
That's at least 1983, 84.
What are you talking about, Tim? What are you talking about? I'm a 90s baby.
That frame ain't. You might be a 90s baby, but that frame ain't.
Oh my God. That's hilarious.
That frame is at least 84. I guarantee that frame is at least from 1984.
Tim, just looking at this picture with me and my sisters, it just brings back those dinners where I sat at the table all night. Okay. Because I didn't like vegetables at all. Like, my favorite food, I didn't like vegetables, and I didn't really eat anything. And so because I didn't eat it, I sit at the table all night long. I fall asleep at the table. And then
ate all the vegetables.
No, I never ate them. And in the morning, they bring them right back out for me.
Oh, for breakfast.
Nice. Yes, and my sisters get all these pancakes and all these like the little small pancakes. They get stacks and stacks and stacks of them, and I still have the same vegetables or whatever it was I didn't eat last night to eat that morning.
But look at you now. You love your vegetables. So it worked. But look at you now. You love your vegetables.
No, I didn't start eating vegetables until I still didn't eat them. And so I didn't start eating vegetables until I was in my 30s. Like, really eating vegetables. When I got married young. So I got married when I was 22. And so I started eating broccoli. That was the only other one. I always ate collard greens. So I started eating broccoli when I was like in 2022, but no other veggies. But in my 30s, that's when I started eating all veggies. Because I had a friend that prepared them for me the right way. And she changed my life.
All right. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that didn't work. So that's why I never force my children to eat. If they didn't like something, I don't force them to eat it, because I don't care how many hours they made me sit at that table. I'm still not going. I don't like it.
You were headstrong. You weren't going to eat it. Yeah.
Because if I eat it, then I would throw it up. I just don't like. So I never force my kids to eat anything that they didn't like.
Nice.
But I did make them at least try it. They had to try everything.
Yeah, I do that with my kids. They gotta try it. We have a 1-bite rule. You guys at least gotta try it. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. I'm kind of the same way. Like it was, you had to clean the plate, right? You had to, whatever was on your plate, you had to clean the plate. I liked most vegetables growing up, so I didn't have like anything that I was like, oh, absolutely not, I'm not going to eat this. But you had to clean the plate. And I remember just being there. I'm like, I'm so full. I'm so full. And there's still food left. I'm like, finish what's on your plate. Finish what's on your plate. So for me, it got to the point to where like now with my kids, I'm like, they say, I'm done. I'm full. Well, fine. That's fine. You know, if you get hungry later, we'll get you a snack or whatever, but you don't have to clean the plate, because I just remember like to the point to where like I wanted to go throw up sometimes because I was so freaking full.
Yeah.
Because my grandmother didn't know how to cook for a small group of people.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
She was one of those people, like if she's preparing a meal, she was preparing a meal for a small army. Like it was just massive amounts of food all the time. And then you just get, like, it's literally like you walk down, it's like a cafeteria. You walk down the line and she just starts like putting the spoonfuls of stuff on your plate. And you're like, you walk away with a pile of food that's taller than you are. You're like, how am I going to eat all this?
I know. That's how we used to do my little sister. Like, because I didn't eat. I used to pile everything on her plate. Like when she got older, I was the reason she was fat. we used to pile her plate up. They were like, "Eat it, Lauren, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it."
I'm the reason the dog got sick because I would just do it under the table to the dog.
Tim, we are so over time. Look, I am going to put. I'm going to put I'm going to try to figure out how I can put comments up on that show Monday because we are so over time. Y'all have to get over there to Mike. We
were supposed to answer some questions that came in from last Thursday, but we never got around to that. So we'll have to do that on Monday.
I know. Yeah. And any comments today. So, look, y'all head over there to Mike on Appliance Bootcamp, and look, we will see y'all on Monday.
All right, guys. And before you go, because I forgot to do it on Monday because I was messing up the thing. Whoops, where'd it go? There, I'm still messing up.
Bye.
See you guys.